Hi guys!
Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Welcome back sa among YouTube channel.
Sa mga wala pa nag-subscribe, please subscribe po and like o
Ayo mo tanan tiha. Amping kanunay. God bless you all. Hi guys, and welcome back to my wife's channel. Shout out Kang Elizabeth from China, Christine May Haruchu, Krisha Toroba, Jezebet Apostol, Rita Kalinog, Cherilyn Gerona, Marilyn DeQuito, Anne Magampo, Donicel Morales, Danica Matilyak, Lani Babala, Zel Polishanos, Timothy James Toroba, and Hannah Marie Palamara. God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my wife's channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some presentations for you on spoken English and possibly some other presentations that might be helpful to you. So just to give you a bit of background, I've been a teacher of IELTS for 10 years. I was 10 years teaching IELTS in China to Chinese students. So I have a deep experience of how to pass the IELTS exam and of giving tips and getting students the highest possible grades that they can get. So hopefully that's going to be a big help. And my aim is to, number one, help you improve your IELTS score. That might be academic, so you might be looking to study in Britain or in fact any English speaking country, because IELTS will help you with any of the English-speaking countries that have universities that you might want to attend. You can go to America, to Canada, to Australia. So the academic side, but also there's a general exam for those that are not looking to study. And that's probably the one that I'm more likely to be able to help you with. So that's the main thing, to help you with your IELTS. Also, I want to, and as part of that, help you with your pronunciation. Because I know that Filipinos do have the same problems with their pronunciation, which is very, very endearing. That means it's very cute when we listen. Probably just the same as when I'm speaking in Philippine language, whether I'm speaking Tagalog or whether I'm speaking Visaya. It's very cute when I make mistakes. So it's very cute when the Filipinos make mistakes. But I know you would all rather sound absolutely professional and sound like the Queen's English. So I'll help you sound a little bit like the Queen. Not quite, but maybe a little bit. The Queen has a very, what we call an affected language. So she speaks very, very posh like this. So I don't want to teach you that. Just want to teach you to speak good, clear English. So I want to improve your IELTS score, help you with your pronunciation. Typical example, you see I've underlined the word pronunciation because I know when you say that, you'll say pronunciation because it finishes with I-O-N. So pronunciation or pronunciation. That's not how it's spoken in English. It's cut. So that word would be pronounced pronunciation, shun at the end. See? That's a little tip, and we'll have lots of those to help you sound English. So first of all, just a quick explanation of IELTS. So IELTS is the International English Language Testing System. What it is purely an exam to see how good your English is. In China, unfortunately, the students used to try and learn all the answers, and you can't do that in IELTS. The examiners are not fools. They know when you've learned something. Although, as we go on, I will give you some tips on how to make it sound like you haven't learned something, but really you have. That's a little tip of mine, and I think only mine. I don't think any other IELTS teachers in China came up with this. This is a little trick that I might be able to help you with. Anyway, so the IELTS exam will cover speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Now, clearly, I will be teaching mostly on speaking, but I can help with all of the other areas if you so wish. Particularly, I can help with writing. Listening and reading, not so easy for me to help with. That's just practice, really. There are a few tips which I can pass on, but generally, that's just practice. But with writing, definitely, if you have to do the IELTS writing exam, depending on which IELTS exam you're doing, but if you have to do the IELTS writing exam, there are definitely some tips that will help you to improve your score. The IELTS writing is much more a prescriptive exam. You know what's going to come up, so you know how to answer different types of questions, so you can learn that to some extent. The speaking very much is down to how good you are at speaking, so that's what I've got to improve. So for now, I'll concentrate on speaking, and I'm sort of aiming at around level 6, so I don't know where you might be at the moment in your English, but level 6 will get you into most universities, and is more than enough if you want to come to the UK to live or work. Level 6 would be enough. So level 7 is where I would expect a lot of you will be and achieve. It's probably easier for you as Filipinos than it is for some students from some countries, because you already have a grounding in English, or most of you have a fairly good grounding in English. So you should be getting level 7, maybe even level 8. Of course, level 9 is the top, and it'd be lovely if some of you can get that. So the exam is in 3 parts. Part 1 is the introduction. So it's very simple questions, and looking for relatively simple responses, although at every stage in the IELTS exam, you can show your ability by going that bit further. Part 2 is where you'll get a time to speak on a topic. So you'll be given the topic, and then you have to, just off the top of your head, speak about it. This is where I can give you quite a lot of tips, but don't do what some people do, which is learn lots of subjects, because it's just gonna sound wrong when you come to do it, and the examiner will know that you've learned it, and usually that subject won't come up anyway. So part 2 is where you have to speak on a topic, and then part 3 of the exam is where the examiner will question you on that topic. So they'll dig a bit deeper, and this is where they go into trying to get the higher levels out of you by asking questions which will test your English, test your understanding, and they will, from that, they will judge what level you're at. Okay, so obviously we're going to start today with part 1. And just a few little tips for part 1, a few little things to look at. So the type of question would be, and there's a list of questions here, who does the cooking in your family house? When do you think you will next travel abroad? What do you think you will be doing in 10 years' time? When was the last time you met your extended family? What did you do last weekend? So these are simple questions. Really, the examiner's not massively interested in your life, but looking to see how you respond. And so one of the errors that many people make is just to respond with one sentence, and clearly that's not going to get you very far. The examiner is looking for much more, and to that extent, let's have a look at this question here. What is the most famous dish from your country? So you might say roast pork. Yeah, we all know that is one of the most popular dishes in the Philippines. Lechon, everyone knows about lechon. So you might talk about roast pork, but that's not enough. You need to then go on. You don't want to just say, oh, my favorite dish is roast pork. You know, somebody say, oh, just repeat the question and then with the answer. What's the most famous dish from your country? My favorite dish, or the most famous dish in my country, is roast pork. Okay, very basic answer. That's not going to get you very far. What you need to do is you need to add a coordinating conjunction. Something like because. And as soon as you've done that, it opens up your answer to all sorts of different possibilities. So my favorite dish in the Philippines, or the most famous dish in the Philippines, is lechon, is roast pork. Yeah, don't say lechon because that wouldn't be good. Say roast pork. So my favorite dish, or the most famous dish in the Philippines, is roast pork. This is because that when anyone has a birthday party or a big celebration, people will get a pig, kill a pig and roast it whole and invite all of the neighbors round for a big party. So there, one answer you've made into several sentences by using the word because, coordinating conjunction. There's lots of coordinating conjunctions, and, but, if, you know, so there's lots of other ones you can use. But so learn some and practice using them in your answers. So when you answer a question, remember to put your coordinating conjunction in, and then that will lead you to some further answers. So that's just one small tip on part one of the IELTS exam. So moving from that, so I want to know really what areas you would like me to cover, because I have no idea. I don't know where you are in your learning experience. I don't know what you want to learn. I don't know you individually. I can't have a one-to-one with you. So I need to know what you want me to explain, what you want me to go over. And if you could leave your questions in the comments below, I can look through. If there's loads and loads, of course, I can't cover all of them, but I will cover just as much as I can in order to help you get a better score in your IELTS. If you're not going to take IELTS, you might be taking another exam, or you might just want to improve your English. So all of those things I'm happy to do, and I hope that I can help you with, and yeah, get you further along on your journey. Just as an aside, I'm also a business lecturer, so if anyone would like me to teach any different subjects in business, I'm very happy to do that as well. Yeah, happy to explain anything. Let's say you didn't understand break even or some, you know, one of the topics in business. Yeah, very, very happy to go through that and explain it, and hopefully give you a little bit of help. There's also business English. So if you would like to learn some business English for business reasons, then yep, that's another thing that I can do. Please, please, please let me know in the comments below what you would like me to do. And of course, finally, and just to close today, if anyone wants to know anything, and I mean anything about the Bible, you know that I'm a pastor. I was a pastor in China of an international church there. So if you want to know anything about the Bible, I love telling people and explaining the Bible in context. So please, 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 if you have any questions about that, maybe we'll do it in a separate video so everyone else doesn't have to watch if you don't want to. But I love explaining the Bible. So I'd love to be able to help you with that more than anything in the world. So anyway, thank you for watching this introduction, and hopefully I'm going to see you lots and lots more in the future. You take care. God bless. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.